Hi everyone, welcome back to the course. In the last video, we learned about the arguments, parameters, and the argument object in JavaScript. Today, we are diving into the two crucial concepts, return values and the function expressions. By the end of this video, you will understand how function give back data and the different ways we can define function in JavaScript. So let's get started. So far, we have seen functions that perform actions like logging to the console, but functions can also produce the values and give them back to us. This is where the return statement comes in. When a function executes a return statement, two things happen. The function immediately stops executing, and the value after return is sent back to whatever the function was called. Let me show you a simple example. Here, the add function return the sum of A and B. We capture that return value in the result variable, right? And then use it. Without return, the function would just perform the calculation, but we did lose the value. Okay. So next topic is these functions without return. So what happens if a function doesn't have a return statement? Okay. So let's check. We also check it in our terminal. So we have this function, and then this we store the function in greeting variable. Then we console log it. Okay. So actually, it's give you the undefined, because the function run and log the hello Sarah to the console, but when we try to capture it return value, we get undefined. Every function in JavaScript returns something. If you don't specify a return value, it automatically returns undefined. So go to your terminal and let's check it. Okay, now it was the fn expression. Enter. Yeah, you see, first is console log, we get the hello Sarah, and secondly we get undefined value. Exactly this undefined value we get, right? Okay. Now next is return stop execution. Remember, return immediately exit the function. Any code after return statement won't execute. Okay, remember this because this is important. You just return here the welcome, then your console log this data, and this is unreachable code. It's this function not reach here. This is actually useful for controlling the function flow. Okay, once we hit the return, we are done. No need to continue checking condition. Okay, that's why this is important, and we need to be careful. Whatever we want to show or want to print out, everything we did before this return statement, not after the return statement. Okay. Okay. Next is the return different data type. Function can return any data type in JavaScript. Let's look at a few examples. Suppose, okay, see, return a boolean. It's give you the boolean output, right? Is even. This function, it's give you true, false. Okay. Then also the returning an array. We already tested. We already do practice. If you already seen my previous video. So yeah, the get color, when you are stored the get color and given the color with the index number, you get the printed the index with the value, right? Argument. So when actually we pass the argument and we get the actual output as a result. Also the return an object. We can return any object in this return statement if we want, and we can access this using the user.name. Like we are passing the function here, and the name is John and age is 25, right? Then we use the user.name, then we get the current the current output, current result from this function, because we are storing the in our user variable. And this is flexible, makes function incredibly powerful. They can process data and return whatever types makes sense for your program. Okay. So next is function expressions, and this is another important topic. Okay. So remember, up until now we have using the function declaration, right? Like we say hello and using the console log. But there is another way to create function by assigning them to a variables, and this is called a function expression. Okay. And what is this? We already used this here. We are assigning this function in the variable. Okay, then we are passed through it. But the another good example is this. say hello. Okay, we already have this hello, so just cut it out. We don't need. Then hello, you see this is our variable say hello, and then passing the function. Okay, function, and we get the exact result. So notice a few things here. We use const to declare a variable. We assign a anonymous function. This function's name is anonymous function, a function without a name. This function doesn't have any function, any name, right? Did you see this function have a name, but this function doesn't have any name. It's called anonymous function to that variable. Okay, we can call the function using the variable name, right? And there is a semicolon at the end because this is a statement, right? Okay, now the declaration versus expression. So what's the difference? The key difference is hoisting. Key difference is hoisting. Okay, which we will cover in depth later. But here is the quick preview. I actually show you. Just remember this. This is the hoisting part. Okay. These work function declaration. Remember, we are implemented this function and invoke this before this function. Actually, this function declaration are hoisted to the top of the scope, right? So you can call them before they are defined, right? Function expression are not hoisted in the same way. You must define them before you use them. I mean, if remember, this is a function with the name, and you are calling anywhere if you want it, and it's work. But when you are using this anonymous function this way, and it's showing an error because cannot access before initialization. Okay, you must define them before you use them. Okay, then another is the name function expression. The function expression can also be a name, so though this is less common. Okay, this is a little bit less common. Okay, you see, name function expression, the name calculate factorial is only available inside the function itself, which is useful for recursion or debugging. Outside the function, we use the variable name factorial, and this is the factorial we are calling this, and we are implemented this function here as in this return statement. This call a recursion. Okay, we learn more in depth, so don't worry, next upcoming videos. Okay, now the practical example. Now let's combine return value and the function expression in a practical example. Suppose this is our calculate discount, the function with the parameter, right? Then this this one is variable store 100, and discount price will be the calculate discount with the price. This is the function, and then when you are console log it, you get the original result and after discount result. Okay, actually here we have a function expression that calculates a discounted price, right? The function expression, and it take two parameters, perform calculations and return the final price, this final price. Okay, we capture that return value and use it in our program. Okay, and I actually request you to manually type every single line by line and practice it, then you get more knowledge how it's actually working here. Okay, so when should you use function declaration versus the function expression? Okay, use function declaration when you want the function available throughout the scope. You prefer traditional function syntax. You are defining utility function that might be called anywhere. Okay, and use the function expression when you want to control. Actually, you want to control when the function becomes available. Otherwise, you don't need to express this function. Okay, or call it. Another is the user assigning functions to object properties, which we will see soon. Don't worry. Another is you are working with callbacks, and the upcoming in the future video, you also seen the callback function. So don't worry. Both are valid, and you will see the both in real world code. Many developers prefer the function expression with the const because it prevents the accidental reassignment. Okay, so let's recap what we have learned today. Return values let functions send data back to the caller, and function without return automatically return undefined. Another is the return statement immediately exits the function, exit the function, and function can return any data type, okay. Function expression assign functions to variable, right? Here we already seen it's assigned to this variable. Both still have their use depending on the situation, okay. So in the next video we will explore the inner functions and scoping, and how functions can contain other function and how that affects variable access. This builds directly on what we learned today, okay. So thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more JavaScript tutorials. Drop your question in the comment below. I will see you in the next video.